I'm probably gonna get a little bit of backlash from this, and it's okay. But I've always been the person that felt, yes, I get everybody gets a trophy. Don't want to leave a kid behind. But when you work so hard to be a Victoria's Secret model or to be a Playboy playmate or, whatever it is, you have to discipline yourself and work hard and be, these kinds of things. And then they give it to a guy.
Yeah.
Because we're all inclusive now. Okay, yes, I get it. But no.
No, I don't get it. No. I don't get it.
I don't either.
At that point, it's like you're no longer a Playboy playmate. You are a Playgirl playmate.
Because right.
Playgirl is for boys. Or I get you don't.
They did make Playgirls. I mean, that was a magazine.
They do, and they have the little whatever. Anyway, I think that once things started changing in that direction, Playboy was there was a audience. They lost the complete audience, and that's why it crashed. You took something that was specific for certain people,
exclusive,
and it's exclusive. It's 35,000 girls a year applied.
Jesus Christ.
12 are chosen.
Wow.
And you give it to me. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. He was a cute dude. Give it to a dude.
Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
It all tastes the fucking same. Fucking.
How can you say it all tastes the same?
What? I don't know what you mean. Anyway, welcome back, fellow lushes. Another podcast episode with Kakav of Holy Man. Welcome back.
All right. Have you even drank wine?
Well, no, I don't drink wine. Welcome back, fellow lushes.
Tonight.
another
already.
Welcome back, fellow lushes. Another episode of Cocktails with Dimples and the Beard. Tonight we have a returning guest, Miss November 1994, Donna Perry, and we are excited
to have her back.
It's been over a year, I think, since we talked to her. Her episode was in the early 30s, and she's going to be probably episode maybe 99 or 98. She's somewhere in that range.
Well, repeat guest. She should be right there before the
big 100. Yeah.
She deserves it.
Yeah, we're starting to get some of our early guests back. We just had Miss Kendall on. Now Miss Perry.
When a playmate says they want to come back on, you say
don't
when.
I mean, I don't want to make it sound like she came to me and said, "Can I please come back on?"
They agree to come back.
Yeah, we asked, and she was like,
fine. We ask each and every one of them 100 times. You say yes.
Fine. God, you two are relentless.
Yes.
Relentless. How do you think that's how we get guests, man? Eventually people are down. Yeah, eventually people are just like, fine. I mean, there are some
they say fine, and then they just don't show up.
Yeah, there are.
There's that too. I'm not trying to give hints out there to any of you, but
who would do that?
but that's an option.
We've only had one no call, no show
of a playmate
of any guest. Oh no,
we had two.
Oh, we did have two no call, no shows. Yeah, one was a playmate and one was an actor.
Correct.
Yeah,
and
but tonight we have a returning guest, and she's already messaged
appreciates
and said she'll be here. We're excited.
We'll take her.
I love her. She's beautiful.
She's a beautiful lady. She's fun, amazing cook.
Legs for days.
Her days.
Some of my favorite pictures from a pictorial come from Donna
of all time.
She single-handedly, I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if I've ever told you this story. She was Miss November 1994.
Yep.
Do you know the first time I picked up a golf club? December of 94. And you know why?
Because of her.
Because of her.
She inspired you to golf.
She inspired me to golf. I looked at that pictorial and went, girls like that golf. Hook a brother up.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
So that's, December of 94.
Hey, if she can get credit for, I guess, getting you to do anything is worth
Went out and got my
something.
first set of golf clubs. And that spring, I started
Bought the
in
clubs before you ever went
full
golfing?
force. Absolutely. It's like, I got to get good.
With
So,
the good clubs.
yeah. No, I didn't buy good clubs. My first clubs were just
Well, yeah.
your-
Shitty clubs.
your local retail store. Yeah. Knockoffs, man. But
That seems
I
about
was-
right.
I was convinced that if I could learn to golf, I would marry Donna Perry someday.
Wow.
So obviously it didn't happen.
Well, but you never. Did you ever tell her?
No, maybe I should tell her tonight.
Well, tonight for sure. But I mean, you had how long to tell her? You had a couple of years in '94
You would
to
think
tell her.
you would think this would have come up the first time we
You
had
would
her
have
on,
thought. You
if
would
I
have thought.
wasn't totally making all of this up. But
There's no
I'm
way you
not
would ever make anything up.
totally making all of this up, and I'll tell her tonight.
Yeah.
No, because that would feel like
Well, I mean, to be fair, she did I wasn't the first, but she inspired me to do something as well.
masturbate.
Pick up my stick.
Is that code for masturbate?
That's code for club. I guess I should have said club. I meant to
Clubs.
say club.
Club sounds better. Yeah.
She made me want to grab my club. Yeah.
Club definitely sounds like you're dealing with something. Not
Better. Toss my stick.
stick.
That's what I was looking.
Stick.
Well, we don't really toss the club. Well, I do. When I golf, I toss the clubs.
Stick is why you're still single.
Yeah.
Stick, because
I
you
got a
said
stick.
stick and not club.
Girls want to see my club, and then they see a stick.
And then they see a stick.
I had them at club, lost them at stick.
Maybe you got the personality to make up for the difference.
I got it. Amazing tongue. I was looking for the right word.
I think you didn't find it.
I didn't.
No.
I didn't want to just say tongue. I wanted to say like not massive tongue, not a Gene Simmons tongue. Tongue that moves like a sewing machine.
I gotta. Speaking of Gene Simmons,
Greatest rock and roll star ever.
all I can say for Gene Simmons is everybody should have a publicist like his kid is for him, because
it is funny that he is one of one of the names that have come up the most in all of our podcasts.
Gene Simmons.
It seems like it.
We'll get him someday.
We're gonna have you on hashtag. We love you, Gene.
He can come on and tell dad. Apparently, he likes to tell dad jokes, so he can come on and tell dad jokes all day long. We'll just sit here and
Let him talk.
hit another one, Gene.
We'll listen to you all day.
Yeah,
And he'll say, "You'll listen to me talk? Okay. How much you gonna pay me?"
that's true. Although this is the one thing about Gene Simmons that I never understood that has made me kind of change my opinion of him from his kid.
Okay.
Is I always just assumed Gene was selling lunch boxes and tampons and condoms and so he could go and turn that into mansions and Benzes and fucking this and that. But that's not he's not he doesn't spend any of it. He apparently grew up very, very poor, and he just sees it as he's not.
What if it's gone?
Yeah. So
I want to keep making more in case it's gone.
yeah. And I also think that it's pretty cool that he was never a drinker, a drug user, because he just saw it as like getting in the way of
making his million.
Yeah. Yeah.
He claims he's never had a sip of alcohol.
Well, and his kid says the same thing.
That his
dad hasn't. Yeah. So no alcohol, no drugs.
Yeah. There was no.
So
he'd always say, like Peter Nace, they'd be going and they'd be getting fucked up after.
Yeah.
Paul would do his stuff, but he was with the ladies, and Gene is just like, I was just with the ladies.
On to the next thing.
Was just how many they were after how many drinks they could have in a night. How many girls could I have in a night?
I mean,
bastard.
To be fair, that seems like the better option. But who am I to say?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had more than one dame in an evening.
Dame.
Yeah.
Well, we love dames.
I love the word dame.
I do too.
Dame. It harkens
think
back to a better era.
Represents. I think it. Yeah. I'm sure someone out there is gonna say it's disrespectful.
Is that?
But
Oh, is it? Is it misogynistic?
I don't know.
Dame?
I'm guessing someone.
What is the? What is?
But I think if you look it up, I don't think it's.
Is it etymology? Is that the origin of a word? Etymology? What is the etymology of the word dame? Latin from Aldamia.
Damn hot.
Yeah, right. And it strictly referred to a woman's looks. So yeah, maybe you want to curb it a little bit.
It definitely doesn't. Definitely doesn't. Her persona, or just as a person. A good dame.
She's a dame.
She's a dame right there.
I mean, that word went out in the 60s, right? That's
early.
Yeah. But
bring it back.
Everything comes around. We can start calling them dames.
When she comes on. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Dame Donna Perry.
Oh, is Dame is like an official title, isn't it? What the fuck does okay, now I gotta know. Sorry, I hate doing the whole
history lesson. Dame.
Yeah.
Dame.
Hold on. What's the history of the word dame?
Ooh. History.
Yeah.
Not just definition. History.
What's the history of the word dame? Let's see here. From Middle English dame, from from Latin, dominia, mistress of the house. So it all goes back to and etymology is the word. So yeah, I'm smart. When was the word dame first used? In the 13th century? An old French dame meaning wife or mistress, which in turn came from the Latin dominia, meaning mistress of the house. So there you go. Everything comes from Latin. Why is that? But anyway, so basically dame just meant lady of the house, or
a lady.
So you're not.
It could be your wife,
or
your 2 dames,
or your mistress.
Right. So you could have 2 dames, your wife and your mistress. I got 2 dames.
Yeah, the pussies only had 2. The real men had 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 13.
Well,
so
it's possible.
I just watched an episode of I don't know about that Jim Jeffries podcast where he has experts from other areas in, and they ask him a bunch of questions, and then he what the fuck was I talking about this for?
I'm assuming he had someone in that was an expert on something.
Kinky history she was from. She knew all about kinky history, and there was talk of why the love seat was invented for who or whatever, and
riveting.
Yeah, no, it was interesting, and one of the kings was a visitor to a brothel so often they had a coin made for him or something, and there's
kind of like yourself.
I have never been to a brothel in my life. I don't even know, are there brothels not around here, but
that we know of.
I think it would be cool to go to a brothel. It would be cool to know, but I would want a brothel where I can just go sit at the bar.
Yes.
And then they kind of come to you. And if you have a little bit of a nina, then you can be like, okay, yeah, I'll pay to fuck you. Not just
one of the ranches in Vegas.
Yeah.
A friend of mine brought me back a golf ball from there. And him and his other friend visited. And they said they just went in.
Was that Chuck?
I think they said had lunch, actually.
Was that Chuck and Steve?
Yes.
Okay.
And they had lunch and a couple of drinks, and then a mini tour. They will give you a little bit of a tour.
Chuck Smith and Steve Johnson.
Trying to think which brothel it was.
Bunny?
And it was not the Bunny Ranch. It was a different one.
Aren't they all something ranch? Bunny Ranch, Pussy Ranch, Ox Ranch.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, he brought me back a golf ball.
You have a golf ball from it?
He brought me back one. Yeah.
All right. Have you ever shoved it up your ass?
I think it was. They went to it because that's the one I think Tiger Woods was at.
Tiger Woods. Okay.
Remember when he'd rent out the back villa?
Oh, I didn't get that deep into Tiger Woods' story. I just know he banged every woman on earth at least once.
He did. Or was it Lamar Odom? Or maybe it was the same.
Well,
you could go back and get rent a cabana for all night.
Odom overdosed there or something, didn't he?
And he overdosed. Yeah, I think it was the same place.
He spent like $25,000
and he $30,000 or something for the weekend, and he just wouldn't come out.
You know what? In all reality, does that seem like a lot if you're a millionaire?
No, that's just right. Yeah, when you're a millionaire, whatever they said, it's like that's half my salary or something. I thought it was like 20 to 30 grand, like for the weekend.
Yeah, well, Odom, I remember 25 being the number for
there.
Odom.
You go. That's maybe what I'm thinking of. But when you're a millionaire, what the hell?
Yeah, that doesn't seem like much, does it? I mean, maybe if you're just a millionaire, not multi, but
Sure.
if you only have 1 million, you might not want to be.
I might
doing
want to
it.
do that every weekend.
That's $100,000. That's only 10 months. You're done. So,
Yep. If you're not making any more. Yeah. I don't think Lamar's making any money right now.
I have no idea. I don't know what he's doing, where he's at. I always liked Lamar. I liked him coming out of college. I remember him as a college player. Played for Rhode Island.
And he knew how to party.
Apparently. Yeah, apparently he really knows how to party, and it kind of shot his career in the ass.
I don't party a little too much.
Yeah, what are you going to do? It's understandable. Start giving fucking 22-year-olds millions of dollars, man.
It sounds like he would go in for the weekend, and half the time he slept because he was so drugged out, and they didn't really have to do a lot of work.
If that was me, though, I'd be like, when you see me start to stir at all, you better have hand or mouth on. You know what I mean?
If I'm dozing, smack me.
You bet. Right.
Keep me awake.
If I don't wake up after 4 or 5 slaps, call 911.
I think that's what happened.
I might be
I think
dead.
they slapped him and they called 911 on him.
Oh shit! All of that.
If I'm sleeping, just throw Viagra down my throat
and jump back on.
Jump on.
Everything we just said about Lamar Odom is allegedly. So
I'll say all of it. Part of it.
Every bit of it. Allegedly.
Well, he was there.
Allegedly.
Pretty sure it's in the court document.
Allegedly.
Pretty sure he admitted it.
Allegedly.
Pretty sure he said yes.
Allegedly.
But hey, do us a favor. Give us a like, subscribe. Best thing you can do for us right now, and we really appreciate it, if you can leave a comment. Leave anything you want. Good, bad, ugly. Call us a couple of douche canoes. That's what I would like. That's what I want to hear from you.
You want douche canoes? Yeah, let's see how many douche canoes we can get in the comments for this.
I'd love it.
Wouldn't it be great if all of a sudden, bing, 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 bing.
Ooh,
douche canoe, douche canoe, douche.
Do us a favor. And you're helping us. That's all that matters.
That is all that matters. We're a fledgling little podcast,
Yeah,
like
nice.
a little bird trying to find our way out of the nest. Mama's left us. We got no more
Mama's gone.
chewed up food to eat. We are on our own.
Mama's gone. Long gone.
And we need your help.
Gone.
Them comments are like you chewing food and spitting it into our mouth like a mama bird.
This is getting worse and worse. I think we play everything, and then you can have your option which intro you like best.
You didn't like that one? Okay. Hey, fellow.
No. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
We can talk about birds.
We can talk about chewing on
Regurgitating food.
Regurgitating food into our mouths. That's what nothing
wrong with that. And there we go. There it is. And that little button pops up that they've joined. Isn't that exciting?
It is the highlight of my evening for sure. Especially when it's a playmate. I'm just saying.
And it's like, okay. Oh, there she is. So there we go. Never keep a pretty lady waiting.
Without further ado, Miss November 1994, Donna Perry. Keep singing.
Oh,
Keep singing.
Donna.
Keep singing.
Donna.
Keep singing.
Hello.
Keep singing. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Donna.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing great, but all we see is your name right now.
I know, I'm trying to, okay, just give me a moment here. It's been a minute.
Oh, there we
There
go.
I am.
There's the lovely
Hi.
Donna Perry.
We are back.
How are
I'm
you?
back.
I know.
Did
We're
you
so
miss me?
We did.
We did. We're so excited to have this. We're starting to have the second go round of some guests now, and it feels a little more familiar. It's not the awkward. There's not the awkward get to know each other phase. We already know each other. We're good to go.
I love it. It's
Now I
good.
can just see what you're up to and hear about your latest endeavors and whatever the hell's going on in your life. Is fun.
What is going on? Oh God. Where do I begin?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, first off, cheers.
Cheers.
Well, cheers to you.
What you drinking?
I am a club member of Michael David Wineries in Lodi because I love me my Michael David. So
Fancy.
because I'm a member, I get these special bottles sent to me, the Misfits and Mavens.
Nice.
That
So I'm
sounds.
having a Misfits and Mavens.
That
kind of
sounds
fits.
delicious. We're eating cupcakes.
I know, right?
apparently.
What are you guys having?
It's cupcake.
Oh, okay.
So, well, real quick question for you. I get the cupcake only because it's gluten free. It's one that I've been confirmed. So, but you
Wine, actually, all wine is gluten free.
that's not correct. And I'm not trying to, but I literally had winemakers tell me back. Sorry, we are not.
It's the distillery. It's the way it's processed
Right.
that it doesn't like. Yes, maybe they have things that are glutinous, but because of the way that it's processed and all of that, it doesn't seem to affect me.
Okay.
Thank God.
Well, yes. So I've been searching
But
more and
it's
more.
like the same as goes for like vodka, because some of them are like
Sure.
Grey Goose is wheat.
Oh, sure.
It's
But
not,
that gets burned off.
yeah, but it's the processing, it's the way it's all made. So
Well, my favorite wine, the Dreaming Tree. I think we talked about it from
yes,
Dave Matthews. So I literally bought 6 bottles on top of my other 12, and I had a bottle and I broke out. So I just emailed them and they said they're the ones that told me no, we are not, because their wine sits in some barrel or something.
Yeah, it, like I said, it really kind of depends too. Most barrels, it's just oak, pine, maple.
sure.
I mean, I'm not sure what they're doing. Maybe it's processed in a factory where there's wheat products.
Right. Yeah, they were pretty
But
adamant, unfortunately.
that's interesting. I've never
Yeah.
heard of anyone saying that wine was glutinous.
I agree. And I was drinking whatever. And
So where'd all those bottles go? You want to give them to me?
I think I asked you, actually. I gave them all to my daughter.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Except 3. I kept 3 that are up back there.
So
they're
she
old.
got 9 bottles. Wait, no, you kept 3, so she got 6.
No, she got. I
9.
think she had like 9, because
It was 9.
you buy 6 at a time because you get a discount. So I'd always buy 6.
Oh yes, of course.
And I had just brought home 6, and then I'm like, But those are old Crush that were like the oldest year. That
Oh, you're saving those.
So I just
letting
saved
them age,
and I'll suffer someday.
Oh.
Anyways, there's my weep story. Weep story.
Your weep.
Your weeping story.
The weeping willow.
Yeah. So I mean, my whole point of the whole thing was ask for recommendations of wine, because
Oh well, I
gluten-
can't say that I've had a gluten allergy when drinking wine. Maybe it's because I'm a wine snob and I only drink certain wine. I mean, I don't know.
That's fine.
I don't think I've had an issue with any of them, and I don't think I've ever heard of glutinous wine. So that's news to me. So now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to go look into that.
So I'm guessing maybe also is you're probably tougher than I am. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So
you know what? You said it, not me. So I don't feel bad.
I'm okay with it. Repeat what wine are you drinking again?
It's from the Michael David Winery.
Michael David. That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
they have, if you want to try, they're one of their best go-to any occasion is their Petite Syrah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a winner.
It is. It's a winner chicken dinner, and it does go great with chicken. So
it goes great with everything.
It goes great with it. It goes great on a by itself. I mean, you don't even need food to go with it.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
And we know you know what goes good with food because you do a lot of cooking. We keep our eye on your kitchen creations page. And that's all gluten-free.
That is all gluten-free because of me. And my kids actually have gotten to the point. It was funny. I bought glutinous pasta because I was like, it gets expensive because gluten-free pasta is like 3 times the amount. So I'm like, all right, I'll just get regular pasta. And I made it. And my daughter goes over to get pasta. She goes, wait, which one's the gluten-free one? I said the more yellow one because it's corn-based, usually corn or rice. And she's like, why does their real pasta look so sad next to it? It looks so pasty and like
True.
not so pretty anymore. And she's like, I actually prefer the gluten-free now. I'm like, oops.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
All right, go shopping.
So they like the gluten-free better now. But
Well,
it's funny because I'm very picky about my gluten-free too. It's not I won't eat just any of them. I have learned,
Okay.
which is fun, if I have imported pasta from Italy, where it's processed there, developed there, whatever, made everything there, and then it's just shipped, I have no problem with it.
I've heard that.
Because America fucks everything up.
We
I'm telling you, because I was like, what the fuck are we doing with our pasta
Right?
and whatever else that's causing, like, I never had this problem. Never had this problem. I hit menopause early, yay me. And all of a sudden I can't eat it anymore. But I was like, what the hell? And one of my friends was like, have you ever tried true Italian pasta? Try it just
Mhm.
for the heck. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna have all my medicine next to my bed because I'm gonna crawl in and die. But I'm gonna try it. Oh, it was so good. I'm like, you know what? Worth it. Worth it. I'm gonna die, but it's worth it. And I didn't die.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I'm like, what the hell? So, I mean, again, though, you're paying, $10 a bag for
Oh.
fucking pasta being shipped from
I
Italy.
was gonna say, that
Or you
can't be
just get
cheap.
gluten-free at $5,
Yeah.
$2. And I have in my research that we fucked up our wheat. We just have synthesized whatever
Yep.
the word is.
Synthesized.
And that's
Dang.
where not everybody can handle that stuff, process that stuff. And that's where that happens.
No, I don't think anyone really should be able to process it the way
Right.
that they're doing now. And
Right.
it makes more sense. I have more people come up to me and like, what are the symptoms? I mean, I feel like maybe it's me. And I'm like, well, for me, I get so bloated. Like I've had people ask me if I was pregnant again. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know I'm chunky, but not that chunky.
No.
So I said, I get really bloated. I want to be in fetal. I can't because, the stomach is so bloated. I can't be in fetal.
Ugh.
And it just hurts. And I just
Mhm.
want to cry. And then 6 hours later, I'm fine.
Sure.
Because it like passes through and everything's done.
I wonder, we just said we're gonna go. We're gonna make a little road trip to our local Amish store this weekend and get some pasta. And I'm curious if Amish pasta would kind of be the same as, you know what I mean? Because
Possibly.
they're
Probably because they probably process and make it
more
without
naturally. Yeah,
the government doing it for them.
Right.
Which fucks up everything.
Maybe we'll have to invite you over for pasta and
That's good. Yeah, I never thought of that.
see what happens to you.
They might. And it might be even cheaper than having it shipped from Italy.
I'm gonna guess yes. I'm gonna think. And then I'll get off this, but number one, when you look at your page, you wouldn't tell any of that's gluten free. Anybody in their right mind would look at any of that and say that looks delicious.
Yeah, we have a stigma. Everyone thinks gluten free must be horrible, no taste, no flavor, and it's because people that cook it don't know it.
Yeah.
So if you know it and you know how to get around it, you can make pretty much, I won't say everything,
right?
Pretty much anything gluten free. I am still working on making like it's called the yeast donut, like Krispy Kreme, the nice gooey kind. Okay, that is my biggest challenge right now. I've made funnel cake, got it, nailed it, great. Now I'm working on my donut because anywhere you go to get a gluten-free donut, it's a freaking cake donut. I said, I don't want a cake, I want a donut. I can't find it. So that's my next big challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward to that.
I'm with you on that. I love donuts and I hate when I see the words cake donut because it's not a donut.
That's not a donut anymore.
It's cake.
That's just a cake shaped in a donut form.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a donut.
Don't try and fuck me on my donuts.
I'm with you. I miss donuts. I freaking miss donuts.
Yeah. So every now and then I'll get in my little, okay, Donna, get your medicine out because you're feeling like a donut. I already know what's coming.
Yep.
But you'll do because I don't like cake donuts.
Yeah, I hear you.
You're preaching.
So
See,
how?
even people who could eat them don't even want a cake donut. When you
No,
want a donut,
right.
you want a donut,
Yeah, yeah.
not a cake donut.
So how was your Thanksgiving? Is there anything I don't know anything about gluten-free stuff, so I don't even know what is on Thanksgiving that you typically can't have if you're
Stuffing,
stuffing.
gravy. Go ahead.
Gravy. Well, I make mine as all cornstarch.
Sure.
If it's cornstarch based, you're fine. You can't use flour unless you use gluten-free flour, which I do use sometimes too, because it gives them more of that, country gravy feel.
Here's
I
the
make my own
biggest
gluten.
one for me: pies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, my daughter made pumpkin pie, and she made them gluten-free, of course.
There you go.
I love your daughter.
I know, right?
Now in a pie, it's just the crust,
And we'll talk
right?
about her in a minute. I do mean that.
Well, yes and no, because some of the pie filling requires flour or
Okay.
a binder. So
Okay.
I've honestly I have two favorite flours that I use. It's either the King David one, I think it's King David, King something or other, and then the Cup for Cup. That is actually, I learned this, the head chef at the French Laundry in Napa.
Ooh.
He made a blend, and that it is a perfect. I mean, I don't think I've had anything fail so far using it, and I love it.
There you go.
And the other biggest
King
difference
Arthur.
is,
See, that was the other one, King Arthur. Sorry.
Okay. And the biggest difference is you do a lot of cooking.
Yes.
I suck at it.
And you do a lot of which fast food joint is gluten-free?
Yeah, fast food. The only thing I'll eat, and not every place, I can eat French fries from McDonald's.
Oh.
Because I'm not vegan, I can have their beef fat. Yay.
Yeah.
I can't eat Jack in the Box fries. They have a flour coating.
Sure.
And that's pretty much it. I don't like salads from fast food, so I will get my hash browns or my French fries from McDonald's, and that's about it when I go to fast food.
Well, I mean, of all fast food, McDonald's French fries is probably the
best,
the king. So
it's like the number one.
Yeah, for sure. We had just had this discussion with somebody else too about fast food.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. So
like for my Thanksgiving, my daughter-in-law had it built everything, and I am walking with my little gluten-free stuffing and gravy Tupperware things.
I'm gonna have to send you some recipes then, because I made a stuffing, and my 18-year-old son's two friends came over, and they loved it.
Ooh.
Okay. I like my stuffing did not last more. It didn't last more than 48 hours.
I do love stuffing.
And it was just me and my kids.
Wow. Yeah.
If that says anything.
Mine was out of a box.
I didn't even know they had it out of a box.
Yeah, like it's stovetop but gluten-free. Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know they made. Well, maybe I didn't find it. I just made my own. I just took gluten-free bread, and of course I did, right?
Yes.
I feel like that would be.
So not only you're tougher than me, you're more adventurous than I am when it comes to cooking. So, anyways,
I can send you some easy to-dos. I actually made it. Apparently, it was really, really good. So I had to go buy all the ingredients again so that I can make some more.
Sounds good.
Yeah, stuffing's not just for Thanksgiving anymore. People are eating
it. Apparently not. I was told that they need to have it. I'm going to attempt popovers for Christmas, which will be interesting because of the way it bakes. I'm hoping, because gluten-free flours tend to have a more difficult time rising.
Okay.
Seems like it.
Yeah. This must be the most boring conversation for people right now. Food.
Well, we can look at the numbers and see if it.
Oh my God!
Well, put it this way: they could listen to me talk about gluten-free stuff, or look at a beautiful lady talking about gluten-free stuff.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Exactly.
My blue hair don't care. That's my new thing.
Oh, there you go.
I love your blue hair.
It's fun.
It is.
My daughter did it.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
Yeah, she has yellow roots, bright red in the middle, and then purple tips.
There you go. She's
Yeah.
having fun. How old
Oh,
is
She's
she?
very artistic.
18.
Okay. Yeah, she's having fun with it.
But she's been doing stuff. Let's see. I think when we first did fun stuff with her, she was 14,
Okay.
13 or 14. She was the little girl. And I don't know if you guys have dealt with that before, where I trimmed her hair like this much and she cried, "You cut it all off." Right. And devastated. I'm like, oh my God, I only cut like this much. Okay. And then one day she goes, "I think I want to get my hair cut." And I'm like, okay. So I started sending her photos. And I mean, basically still long hair, but with like a different style cut. No. And I'm like getting irritated. I'm like, fine. I've sent her one with shaved sides and like full, whatever. And she goes, "That's the one I want." Oh,
Oops.
Ooh.
really? Okay. So we went in and we actually donated her hair to Locks of Love and the
Nice.
whole thing, because she had like 18 inches she cut.
Oh, wow.
Like I was like waiting for this wave of, what the fuck did I just do?
Right.
And it never happened. She was so excited. She loved her hair. She thought it was the best thing ever. And I was just like, I
Okay.
love you. And from that point on, it was like, I'm gonna color it now. And right now we have the new what do they call it? The fringe mullet.
Oh,
Fringe mullet.
Yes. So it's not so harsh as a mullet where it's like full short and then long.
Yeah.
It's like fringy and they like blends in a little bit better. So
Okay.
and I cut her hair, but she's like into the fringe mullet.
okay. We'll have to look that up.
It's an
Sounds like
interesting thing. I mean, it's like the new. I'm sure they're gonna look back and go, "What the fuck did I do?" Just like we did.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Luckily, she's a cute girl, and it like doesn't matter what she do to her hair, she'll still look cute. But it's one of those you kind of look at her and go, "You sure you like it? Okay, great."
As long as you like it today, that's all that matters.
You know
Yes.
what? She has yet to be upset by anything I've done. So
Yeah.
Well, I know with my girls, anytime they did something, and if they didn't like it, then they within a couple days they recolored it or redid
Yeah.
something. So if
This
she
is
didn't like
true,
it,
but-
she would change. I think.
yeah, she's not past, like, if she really didn't like it, she'd shave her head and
Right.
just start over. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just where she's at. She's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the nice
And
thing.
I'm like, and she's always like, her dad would get so upset when he'd come and see her and visit, or she'd go visit him. And it's like, "What the hell did you do?" And she's like, "It's hair. It grows back."
Exactly.
Right?
I'm like, of all the things that we could do to ourselves, why are we upset by something that grows back, or you can wash out, or
Right. Yeah.
It's exactly how I was. Same thing. Like
Yeah.
they say, pick your battles with your kids, and that was the one where, you sure?
exactly.
Let them do it because
Yeah.
it grows back.
It does. It grows back. It fades out.
Yeah.
Chances are, unless you're my daughter, they grow out of wanting to do things to themselves. And
Oh,
my daughter's on the artistic side anyway, so she's all about the art. So
Yeah.
I
You got a
let
ways
her.
to go.
That's her expression of self person.
Yeah. And it's certainly more accepted now than it was when I was her age.
Exactly. Like all of a sudden, you're no longer a starving for attention weirdo.
Right. Right.
Everybody's doing it, and Jenna gets so many every time she goes out. Her and my oldest went out, and they're just Mikey was like 1, 2, like 4 times in like 3 hours. Jenna was complimented on her hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's just
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you didn't get that back then.
No.
You just did not.
you got look from parents.
You got look from parents, look from adults in general that would look at you like, "Oh, you better keep an eye on that one."
Yep.
Yeah.
They're a little
Or,
shady.
Hip. Yeah. Like I remember a grandpa, my son, and he didn't ever had long hair. He just had the whole, what was that wave or the Justin Bieber look where it was kind of
Oh.
long wave.
Yeah,
We had to do
it
this
was
a
the
lot.
Bieber look. We always have to keep doing
Yeah.
because it shags into your eye.
Yeah. He was called
But
a hippie.
cute.
Yeah.
It was
He was
cute.
called a hippie?
Yeah. Like,
No.
you goddamn hippie.
No.
And,
No.
yeah. It was,
Wait a minute.
That's the wrong
They called him a
hairstuffer.
hippie.
Yeah.
Do they even know how old was this person?
He was a grandpa. He was my ex-wife's grandfather. We were at a family reunion. And my son was there, and he said more than that, but he kind of like
Jesus.
yeah, he was a grouch. And I just said,
Rude.
yeah, well, we had words. I don't want to get into it, but we had words.
No, okay.
Because I'm like, you don't
Okay.
know, first time I met my kid, you want to fucking make a big deal about it,
Right.
you know?
Right.
You should know what a hippie is. You know what I mean? At
Yeah,
his age.
I'm sitting there going,
That's
do they even know what a hippie is? Oh,
He had
apparently
to have.
he must.
Yeah. Anyways,
That-
yeah.
The kid was probably very nicely dressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just had this cool little swoop of hair.
That's all it was.
That was not a hippie. I would have thought he would have called him more like an Elvis type because, he wasn't all that great either back then.
Yeah, right. Right. Depending on how old you are, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, depending exactly.
Yeah. I think most of the people that found Elvis offensive are pretty dead now, right?
They're dead, yeah.
Because like my parents are
Actually, my mom is still kind of like, oh, I don't know. He was very sexual. I'm
Oh,
like,
right.
Mom, you
Yeah.
haven't turned. Obviously, we turn on the TV now, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
he was just a cute little boy.
right. Right.
But Mom,
Nowadays,
that's
Mom,
that's why we liked them.
right?
Yeah. That's
The
why I
one-eyed
saw
cat in the seafood store. Let's be honest.
it.
What does that mean? I thought that was so funny. I'd sit there and I'm listening to the song. I'm like, I remember growing up hearing this and going,
I know what they're
how
talking
did I
about.
not know what that meant?
Yeah.
How did our parents let us listen to that?
Because they were
But
they didn't know
they
what it
didn't know
meant.
either.
They didn't know
Like
what
they
it was.
didn't realize that, hey,
Yeah. Yeah. He's
he's
talking about
some
something.
good something or others back then.
They were clever. I think
Yes.
it's just all in your face now. Now it's
Yeah, I liked how it was before. It was like where you went back and you went, oh, did he just say
yeah.
that? It's like watching Shrek. It was not in your face, but
Yeah.
there was those little things where even my kids now, I can't believe you let me watch that. I go, did you laugh? Yes. Did you think it was funny? Yes. Did you understand what that meant? No. Good.
Right.
Now you do, and now you're old enough to understand, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And they're like,
You'll
"Oh,
show it to your kids and you'll laugh and they won't at first.
exactly.
It's always great
So
to
I
watch
just
those.
find it funny.
It's great to watch those movies with your kids and they look at you funny when you're laughing at something. You're like, you'll get it someday.
Yeah.
This part wasn't
Exactly.
made
We
for you
watched
to
it.
laugh.
We're dying, we're laughing, and they're just like, what? So they're laughing because you're laughing, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it must be funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're like, "Ugh." Then you get I remember Jenna coming down and she was like 13 or 14. She comes down, she's like, I cannot believe you let me watch this. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like I felt I was like the worst mother. Just what did I let you watch? Because I don't have filters at my house. I never did. And she's like, Shrek. I'm like, what? And she starts going through all the little innuendos of the movie, and I'm like, and I said, Jenna, this is how they got parents to go.
Yeah.
They hated going and watching little Powerpuff Girls and watching all this shit that there was nothing for them. And it's like, oh my God, it's torture, but I'm gonna go take my kid to see this movie.
Right. Right.
And waste 2 hours of my life and have a headache and need to go drink a fifth of vodka. And so she's
They
like,
figured it out.
They did.
they figured it out. They figured out little kids aren't going to understand it. It's still funny in context. Even funnier when you understand what the context is.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. What
Ah.
was the first one? I feel like Toy Story was probably one of the first ones where they
Yes, Little Bo Peep.
yeah. Well, yeah. And Mr. Potato taking his lips off and putting them on his
Oh,
ass.
Kissing on his butt. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh my God. I love it though. I
Possibly.
mean, that's when it started making it fun for everybody to go instead of sitting there and torturing yourself with all these little kids going, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
You can
yes,
still
I mean,
watch it,
I am a
actually.
Disney freak and fanatic, so it's not like I had a huge problem with it. But most
And
people
out
don't.
of all the Disney, what's your favorite? What's your go-to? You could watch it
Oh
anytime.
God.
All of them.
It
I
is
was
hard
gonna
to
say,
pinpoint.
I don't think there's any that I wouldn't rewatch. I've watched some. I have Disney Plus, of course, because every now and then I'm just like, I need Disney, and then I'll watch it. Right. Anything Tim Burton, absolutely love. The Pixar's are amazing.
Sure.
Well, here's a little story. So we can change into things here.
Absolutely.
I even in my layout, in my little thing at the bottom, people were like, "Oh, what do you most resemble?" Or because Disney was my favorite, I said, Bambi, because everyone calls me doe eyes.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, okay." Bambi, it's like my favorite movie. It's one of my go-tos when I want to watch something and need to get a little good cry out. You know, because
Every time.
I won't spoil it for anybody. But
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert, you'll cry. And if you don't, you're
heartless.
psycho.
Yeah.
So it was in my thing. I actually, and they told me, because we weren't allowed to accept gifts at that time, but they did tell me. I'm like, why the fuck did you tell me this? Someone sent me the original poster for Bambi, and they had to send it back.
Oh no.
Right.
What?
I'm like,
that's not a cheap gift.
no. And they just said I had it. I had, for whatever reason, I just knew that you loved Disney and this was a big thing for you. Here it is. And, you know, they sent it back.
Oh,
I would think with the power of social media, we should be able to get that poster in your hands by the end of the week, right?
I mean, this was 20.
Sure.
Oh my God, 28 years ago.
Sure. But you know,
it was 28 years ago. Holy shit.
Time flies.
When you're having fun, it sure does.
it does.
Right.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it was 28 years ago that was sent to me, and I remember BJ coming up to me and goes, "I know I'm not supposed to tell you these things, but you know, people send you stuff, but maybe you want to reach out." Of course, they never gave me any of his information, because you know what I would have done.
Yeah.
Hey, here's my address.
Yeah, right.
Send it over here. Don't send it to them. But yeah.
That's too bad, because that'd be really
Would
cool
have
to
been a
have.
very cool thing to have. Like,
Absolutely.
wow.
Absolutely. It's amazing, because me and my daughters are into movies, and we look at old posters, and it's crazy how much they go for.
Oh, it's insane, right?
Yeah.
Thousands
that
of
was
dollars.
That was like 28 years ago. Can you imagine right now what it would go for?
Right. Right.
I don't think he'll just send it to me anymore. As nice as that would be, go ahead, send it to me. I promise I wouldn't sell it. I really wouldn't. But when I passed away, I can't guarantee my kids won't.
100%.
Right.
My kids will be like, bye.
So the love of Disney didn't pass?
No, they all love Disney, but money's much more exciting than fucking Disney.
I mean, to be fair.
I mean, it's not to say anything against anything. I mean, and actually, most of my kids, 2 out of the 3, are not a lot of a nostalgic type.
Yeah.
Like, they're more, doesn't serve me. Do I want it now? Do I need it now? If not, like, I have memory boxes. I've had them. I'm sure you guys had memory boxes growing up. My twins, nah.
Yeah.
No need. Why? I don't need to remember that. Thank you. So,
well, and I mean, but they're creating their own art. I mean, Jenna
has her art.
Yeah, so I mean, she's like, "Why do I want that?" I'm not saying I know her, but you know, I can see her saying, "Why do I want that?" When I'm going to create my own.
Yeah, she doesn't rely on any exterior things. Like, she doesn't hold on to like birthday cards, and she doesn't hold on to like little gift or thing. Like, she's like,
wait, people hold on to birthday cards?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
maybe I might have been one of them.
Sorry. I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, only from certain people. Like, there was like certain people in your life, you're like, oh, they meant a lot to me. I kept it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it was kind of nice to go back and look and read it. Like my ex-in-laws and I are still very close. Ex and I are so not, but the ex-in-laws and I are all very close. So I still have some of the cards that they've sent me with really nice things that they said.
Sure.
So
Sure.
there's
Yeah,
certain
that makes
things like
sense.
that.
Don't look.
Cold-hearted. You probably don't cry during Bambi, is what I'm thinking.
I probably have never seen Bambi.
Oh
Ah,
no.
I'll tell you what though. I do have Disney Plus just so I can watch Hamilton over and over and over again. So
That's my daughter's favorite.
I love
Absolutely loves it. I thought it was great.
it. Yeah.
Not as much as I grew up with Cats and I grew up with, Andrew Lloyd Webber and
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
though I did introduce her to Phantom of the Opera and she
Oh,
was so excited by that. The one with Gerard Butler.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She thought that was amazing. That's like we own it now. And we
Gerard
watch it all
Butler
the time.
and Emmy Rossum.
There you go. We focused on
Yeah.
the
No,
schmeck
I focused on the Emmy Rossum.
Yeah. I love it. Even Jenna, who she's like, what we were the Christmas Chronicles just came up and she was like, why did they have to make Santa all Dilfy? I'm like, wait, what?
I guess I'd have to
yeah. We'll have to.
Apparently he's Dilfy.
Okay, and that I'm old. I don't know what Dilfy is.
Dilf is compared to MILF.
Dad, I like to
Oh, I didn't connect. Didn't
Hey.
connect. Nope, didn't connect. I was thinking Fat Santa, so I wouldn't.
No, because it's
No, it
played
makes sense.
by
Let me have another sip of wine, please.
Kurt Russell. It's played by Kurt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll
And
do it.
she's like, why? Why does Santa need to be Dilfy? I'm
Yeah,
like,
well,
why not?
Because it's Hollywood, everything is.
Because it's Hollywood, and a bunch of moms got to take their kids to watch this movie. And what do they
Right.
want to see? A fat Santa? No, we want to see Dilf
we
Santa.
want to see Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem looking at Kurt Russell.
right.
He's a handsome man.
Mr. Beard over here is very similar to the Kurt Russell Santa.
That's true. Yes.
Thank you.
Right.
Yes.
See,
Thank you.
had it out and everything.
I will take that. I will take that.
Ooh.
I just want his mustache from the Hateful Eight.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, the Quentin Tarantino
Oh, that was a
movie
great one.
Yeah,
Great.
he's got the. Yeah.
Very nice.
Big
How was your
fan.
guys' Thanksgiving? I mean, we talked about mine, but how was yours?
Very uneventful. Very uneventful.
You know what though? Sometimes that's good.
Yeah.
Mine was
it
a little eventful, and I could have done without that. So
Yeah.
I'm
It was
glad.
A little what?
a
Full?
little eventful, and it
Oh.
was, family.
Sometimes
That's great.
Thanksgiving comes with more drama than we need. And I've never really understood why every time you bring a table of family together, you're,
Oh.
but
Shit's gonna hit the fan.
yeah, but that,
I was very thankful that I had to send a text to my sister and tell her, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we can't make it. We're all sick." And I made dinner at home.
The cat's out of the
and
bag
just
now.
Our kids.
I hope your sister doesn't watch this episode.
That's okay. I mean, we were
Oh,
sick.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We weren't faking it, but it was like one of those like
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
A blessing in disguise.
It was. No, my sister won't watch this. She's not tech savvy. She's
Oh,
with my
good.
younger sister too. Go figure.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love her. Don't get me wrong, but we've had some moments lately, and I'm just like,
Oh.
All right.
Well, that's family. It is family.
it is.
Now, do you get
It
together? Are you
truly
gonna...
is the way it is. I mean, actually, I'm actually very lucky, and I'm probably one of the few, because even my friends are like, I don't know how you did it. My kids like each other.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive,
Yes.
especially at that
They,
age.
like never had fights.
Wow.
Never got in arguments. The
Oh.
biggest fight there was Jenna came down to get her leftover pizza one morning.
Oh.
Somebody ate it.
The twin brother.
That makes
And
sense.
she held on to that for a few days, and that was probably about the worst fight I think there ever was. And it wasn't like
Wow.
anything, but yeah.
Oh, that is very impressive. That is very
So
impressive.
yeah, I've been very lucky. Nothing's been thrown. I mean, we threw chairs.
Yeah. Oh,
There
yeah.
was punches. There was glass broken. There's all sorts.
My brother came at me with a bat.
Yeah, that's how that eye happened.
Literally, I had to shut the door. Bam.
Oh, see, I remember one time my sister got mad at me. She wanted to punch me, and I just looked at her like, "Go ahead." And she was like, "Nope." Slammed the bathroom door on me. And all of a sudden, you hear crash. She punched her fist through the window,
Oh,
and
that's
then
not
had to go
smart.
to the emergency room because she cut her.
That's
Look at me, I'm laughing still. Like,
Ru-
why am I laughing? That's still not funny, but it's funny.
such
It
a
is
rookie
funny.
mistake. Such a rookie mistake.
I'm like, what? Why? But
Feels like the exact wrong thing to aim for.
I know.
bit.
Well, she,
Not always
I was
thinking.
like, the wall?
Right?
No, you mean glass.
Yeah. You might hurt a knuckle or two on the wall, but you're probably not going to the emergency room. So
No, you're not cutting
Nothing.
your fucking, what do you call the big vein right there? I should know this. I'm
I don't-
tired.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know,
don't
but
wanna do that.
It's the one that people do for committing suicide.
They'll
so
die
why
for,
would you
yeah.
do that?
right.
You're an
Right.
idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well,
yeah.
I'm glad it was uneventful for the
Yeah.
holiday. We got another one coming. What is your guys' plans?
Well, I was gonna say, now do you have to get together with your sister for Christmas? No, Christmas never was done with family. Well, extended family.
with my family, it's the least favored holiday, apparently.
Oh, really?
I didn't know this because I lived in Hawaii for so many years, and when I came back, I found out that they don't celebrate it.
Oh wow.
That it reminds them too much of my dad
Okay.
because it was my dad's holiday, and I'm like, okay, that would make me want to do it more, but that's just me.
Just thinking the same thing.
Right?
Honor it in honor of him.
For my mom and my sister, no, it's too hard.
Okay.
Which I'm like, okay,
Okay.
but I'm gonna still celebrate it. So
Yeah. And you've already put up lights. Those lights are adorable with the snow globe. Oh, there they are. Oh my God, those are
it's a
so
short little
cute.
strand, but aren't they the cutest? Look at this. I don't know if did you see it? They're snow globes.
Oh,
Within
wow.
the yeah. Oh, I'm getting some for my daughter.
That's awesome.
Are they cute? I found them on Amazon because I had to get new Christmas lights for the tree, and I'm like scrolling. I'm like, whoa. Come on.
Fucking Amazon.
Oh my God, I need that. Of course I need it, right?
Well, I do
Amazon.
too. I saw them. I saw you post it, and I was like,
I like those. Yeah.
and I'm like, did you make those? So my question was,
Yeah.
But then I saw Amazon, so then I got it scribbled out that because obviously you didn't make them, but
No,
they look so cool.
not, but
I will be looking at
love
them. Yeah,
they're so cute.
they are, and that's something my daughter would love. So I'm gonna get some for her.
So how much decorating? How much decorating do you do for Christmas? Or do you go crazy?
No, not too crazy. I mean, I've got like
she's like, I'm done.
there it is. That's it. Merry Christmas all. We do have a tree. My daughter finished. My kids finished decorating it yesterday. We had to buy a new one because my other one somewhere the foot got lost, so it does one of these. And then we have cats that are like, let's jump on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that one had to go. And
have you always been a fake Christmas tree, or
we used to always do real?
Okay.
Except then we had a dog and he'd pee on it because, oh my God, the tree's inside. I can pee on the tree. No.
Yeah, I never thought of that, but yeah.
Yeah. So so we stopped getting real ones for a while. And then we used to do tinsel. Here's a fun one. And the little string tinsel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a cat that used to like to eat tinsel. Do you know what's like coming out of their ass?
Yes.
I have one of those now. Yeah.
So we don't do tinsel because I got tired of pulling that shit out of their butt.
Literally.
Yeah.
That is funny. That's funny it's funny when someone else has to do it. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? It's not so funny when actually we would sit there and go, fucking what the fuck? But so we stopped doing tinsel.
How many cats are you up to now? Because I think the last time we talked to you were like on your way to your third, maybe. 5?
That's a full finger. That's a full hand.
5.
We had 4. And there's 4 people in the house, right? Except that 2 of them are mine. So the one that didn't have one. We now have Munchie. Munchie just got his chopped. So he is no longer Fluffy Nuggets. I can't call him that anymore.
I may have found a new nickname for him.
Fluffy nuggets.
Fluffy Nuggets. I called him Fluffy Nuggets, and now I can't do that anymore because he doesn't have them. But yes, we have 5. So I have 2 cats. My oldest has a cat, my daughter has a cat, and youngest, or actually middle boy, has a cat. So everyone has a cat. Then my oldest, here, oh, you think that's bad? My oldest has a snake. I
All
hate
right.
snakes with a passion. Like, I don't hate them, but it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
So he has a snake. He is about almost 3 feet long.
Oh.
That's a real snake.
Nice. Yeah, and he's like a Red Bull can around.
Oh.
He freaks me out a lot. Then my daughter has 2 pet rats.
Wait, doesn't the
I'm like,
snake and the rats?
yeah, I know. I'm like, why?
So what would happen if you walk? Now I'm assuming the snake's in a cage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's in an aquarium in
An aquarium.
in one room, and the rats are in another room in their own little cage. And...
So how would your day be if you walked by your son's room and saw the aquarium empty with no snake?
Oh, fuck. Burn the house down. Grab the cats and leave, because hell no. I get that he's like, he's only 3 feet long. He's just a baby. I'm like, I don't fucking care. No.
Wait, he's just a baby, so this snake is getting bigger?
Oh, yeah. They get to 6 feet.
Oh, fantastic.
I know, right? I'm so excited. I'm like, you're leaving when?
What do you mean? I was gonna say, when are you making this kid move out? Fuck.
And I'll tell you now, the minute that snake gets out of that cage and he doesn't know where he's at, that's the day he's moving out.
Or you're moving out and
And
he's buying your house.
Yeah, and with the snake. Okay, you can pay the rent. I'm leaving. Bye.
Jesus Christ.
Huh. What does he walk the snake? Little harness on it and walk around?
No. He's he's a very cute snake, I guess you can say.
But don't you have to feed those rats?
I do not do that.
No, not you.
Oh, he gets rats. Not live rats, because he's not wild born. If you give them a live rat, the rats can tend to eat from the inside, so it'll kill the snake.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, I suppose because snakes just
They just do it and just swallow, and if the specimen of sorts is not completely dead,
right,
it'll eat them from the inside.
Oh, see, I thought you did live, and then like when they're starting, it suffocated them, and then they would eventually die in the.
Yeah, they don't really have that instinct.
Okay.
But they do like lurch at them. I've been told, because I've refused to watch.
You don't watch the feeding?
No. No. He went, Mom, look, you want to see? No. He showed me one. It was like half the body was out. No.
Oh no.
I'm not a fan of that. I get it. Circle of life, blah blah blah. No, don't need to know. It's kind of like, I know where the meat in the meat department comes from. Do I need to know how it got there?
Right.
No.
Grocery store. That's how it got there.
Right.
Yep. It's wrapped in plastic.
Just shows up. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to know. That's the way I am. That's all that matters.
And then my son's like, Mom, they went hunting and they killed a deer, and Mom, we watched it, we skinned it. I'm so glad you had that experience. I thought it was great for you. I don't want to know where my meat come from. I mean, I know. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't need to be reminded.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yep. I can do a fish. I have no problem with seafood stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fluffy, fuzzy. Nope. Can't. Don't want to know. Don't want to know.
So what was the attraction for her to get rats?
She loves rats. Always has.
All right.
Okay.
I thought maybe
anything behind that? I mean, meaning like she's like Ratatouille or something?
No. Well, we got her a hamster first, one of those cute little dwarf ones, but he
Yeah,
was an
yeah.
asshole and bitter and died suddenly from, they call it
from
wet
mom.
tail, called wet
Oh.
tail.
Wet tail?
Wet tail will kill them. It's literally, if you notice it, they will die in 24 hours. And she did not notice the signs because we didn't know there was such a thing. And so 24 hours later, he was no longer with us.
Okay.
It's small rodents can get it. Hamsters are notorious for it, apparently, especially dwarf hamsters because they're so tiny.
Okay.
Like this big.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've had, yeah.
Yeah, they're little
Having those
bitty
as a
bitty.
child. Yeah, I had some of those as a child.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of this comes from the fact that I grew up in a house. We had monkeys, parrots, ferrets, skunks, you name it. I think I had it. My mom was talking about getting an ostrich. I was like, fuck that, I'm out. We had turkeys, geese, ducks, chickens, quail. And then I, of course, was like, well, if you can have all those things, I want my things. So I had rabbits, I had guinea pigs, I had hamsters, I had mice, I had rats, I had gerbils, which are illegal, by the way. Whoops. We had,
Okay.
yeah,
Gerbils
we
are
had
illegal.
gerbils are illegal in the state of California. They're not on the East Coast though, because that's where I bought it.
Damn you, Richard Gere. Ruined it for everyone.
I don't get it. Wait, what is the difference between a gerbil and a hamster other than the fact that Richard Gere likes one of them up his ass and not the other one?
Physically, they have long tails.
Allegedly.
You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
They
And walk
tickle more.
away. I'm gonna prance away. No, so I grew up in a house with a lot of very neat exotic
Sure.
animals. And so
you had rats yourself, so
it was a one rodent I did not have.
oh, okay.
And I think that's probably why my daughter's like, well, I'm gonna have them.
I can do rats.
Okay. Okay.
Rats. So she has her rats and I love them and they're the sweetest things ever. And I just
So the rats you can do, you can't, just not the snake.
So rats have gotten a bad rap.
I think so too. They're extremely intelligent and very affectionate. Surprisingly, I would not have guessed. I have an issue with amphibious and reptilian things.
Sure.
Not that they're great behind glass.
There you go. There you go. Keep them in that cage.
I think they're great. They're pretty. There's some that are just stunning. I love it behind glass.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why anybody wants to have a pet rattlesnake. Why? Why does somebody need a python?
Nope, they don't. They don't.
They don't, but they want one, so they do. So I want a marmoset, so we did. Okay.
What's a marmoset?
Yeah, thank you. I was just about to...
Oh, it's a monkey that's the size of your palm.
Oh.
Okay, now that's cute as hell, though.
Oh my God, his name was Uggles because he was ugly but so cute. He, we called him Uggles.
I love that.
I know. So I don't know.
Yes,
I like the fluffy things and not like tarantulas because my ex wanted a rose hair tarantula. I'm like, okay, that's not the right kind of fluffy.
Oh, wait, what?
I don't do that either.
I can't do bugs. I can't do bugs.
No, but no.
Arachnids, no. Arachnophobia. I'll admit it. It's me.
Yep.
Actually, all my kids, they all look at and they see a spider on the wall. Get it? I'm not touching it. You touch it. I'm not touching it. Someone's got to grab. Usually, it's my older boy, the one with the snake, that he'll grab a shoe and whack it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it drops to the ground, you don't know where it is.
Burn the house down.
Yep, it's gone. We're not doing it anymore. Bye bye.
A friend of my daughter's had one of those monkeys, and she would go visit and send me pictures. Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah. Now that you say that, it's so cute.
Aren't they adorable? I wanted a golden lion tamarin.
Oh.
Those were like the marmosets on steroids with big fluffy orange hair. They were great.
I don't remember. They were freaking
Picture
cute.
that. No, just kidding.
I am, and that's what
we
I'm
had
like,
skunks, but you can get them de-skinkified and as pets. They take their little stink sack out. They're they're great pets. Actually, they're potty box trained. They're like cats and
Oh,
a
really?
dog.
Really?
They like play games. Like you can throw things and they'll go and run and get it and bring it back. Like
Wait, did your
I guess
parents own a
anything can
zoo?
be trained. Huh?
Did your parents own a zoo?
No, they called it the zoo though.
I would imagine. I would imagine.
Oh,
They
maybe
said,
that-
I remember growing up and all the popular kids wanted to come to my house for
Yeah.
my birthday. And I'm thinking, why? You don't even like me. Oh, it's my house. Well, yay me. Everyone's coming to my house on my birthday.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah,
Just
so
live in the
'cause
country, right?
everyone wants to go to the zoo. I lived in a city.
All this was happening in the city.
Yep. We lived
City
in
zoo.
a city. We had a little city zoo. And luckily, for whatever reason, nobody called out on us. We did actually have one monkey, Mo. He was a spider monkey, and Mo, we knew Mo, so we knew what not to do and what to do. And my parents left us with a babysitter we didn't like.
Love
So
this story already.
you already know where this is going. So we, of course, are outside with the monkeys and everybody. We're playing around, and she comes out. Wow, that's the coolest little thing. I'm like, isn't it great? Look, and he's holding my hand. I'm like, look, see, he's so sweet, holding my hand. She's like, oh wow, do you think I could hold his hand? Sure, go ahead. Okay. Oh, he's pulling me closer. Okay, you might want to keep your arms straight, but I didn't tell her that. So got close enough. She hated anybody with long hair. Hated them.
Oh.
So she had hair down to her ass. And she reached out, grabbed her hair, pulled her head against, she would not let go. And then we kind of freaked out because we didn't know how to make her let go. Needless to say, I think my parents' date, whatever they were doing, was cut short.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you get the monkey off or did you cut her hair off?
No, my mom was able to let Mo go.
She had to wait for your mom to come home before.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
I'm such an asshole.
Had to be.
That's awesome.
I
It
know.
had to be like a half hour minimum that this monkey's holding her
Oh
hand.
yeah, it was like
if not an
20
hour.
to 30 minutes. I don't
Okay.
even remember, but yeah, she like she didn't keep pulling it. Like she didn't want to rip her through the thing, but she got her and she held her.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think she was like smelling it and playing with it, whatever. But she got her to a certain point and she stayed there and she just had to sit there like this. Needless to say, she never babysat us again.
So your plan worked.
Yes, it did.
It did. It did. There you go.
After that, we got left home alone.
Right.
Another bad idea.
Fend for yourselves. Yeah.
Or anybody that comes in, you'll take care of them. You'll take care of them with the monkey.
I knew how to take care of things. They obviously figured that one out. Whoops. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Or maybe I did. Yeah,
maybe
so
you
that was
did.
the big, but then Mo had to go.
So
Not because of that.
It built up from that.
Okay.
Like she became more aggressive, not towards any of us, but if anybody else came over, she would pull her hand out and try to grab people to bring them in. So
when let me think, when this was all going on, were all the animals together? I mean, did they all mingle together?
no, everyone had their own place.
Gotcha.
My house I grew up in had multiple little cages outside. So we had like aviaries for all the different birds, and like they were all cut up in different areas. And then we had, I know you're looking at me like, what the fuck?
No, just
We had
curious.
I had a great, interesting childhood, to say the least.
I agree, but I mean, my dad grew up on a farm, so he went to a phase where we had geese and rabbits, not to your extent, but we lived in Milwaukee, and so we had.
Did
to
you
build
have
this
turkeys?
Nope, just
Okay, I'll tell you now, turkeys are not nice people.
right. And
They're not nice.
ducks and geese, and they would
They're
bite
great.
you. But the funny stories were if they would get out.
Aren't geese kind of mean too?
Yeah.
Geese can be very mean. We learned real fast that turkeys don't like red. They're almost like the bulls.
Oh, really?
Okay.
My dad had a bike and it was red. And every time my dad would come outside, the turkey, which was named Constantinople, would come flying out.
Number
Yes,
one,
it was.
if I ever get a pet, I'm going to call you to name it because you have like the best names
We
for
had
these
the
pets. I'm not
most
kidding.
fucked up names. I know. So
Love it.
Constantinople. I'll go back to that story in a second. So he would come out and it would already know and start fluffing up and coming at him.
Mm.
And he's like, what the fuck? As soon as he'd bring his bike out, it would like attack the bike, charge at the bike. And we thought, what the hell? Maybe he just doesn't like bikes. And
Seems
then one day
logical.
I think my sister was wearing red and it chased her throughout the entire yard, all over the place. She was screaming and crying, and I'm laughing because I think that's fucking hilarious.
Like a sister should.
Yes, exactly like a sister should. And yeah. So we learned that. I don't know if your parents were those kinds of parents, but my dad would always be like, okay, we're gonna learn how to spell Constantinople.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
great. And he's like, we're gonna do it in syllables. Perfect. Okay, con, C-O-N, Stan, S-T-A-N. No. Well, shit. How is it? Okay, start over. Con, C-O-N, Stan, S-T-A-N. No. What? How much can you spell Stan? Hello, Constantinople. Did you get the no?
No.
Because he always would be like, at the syllable of no, he'd be like, no.
Ah.
Do you get it now?
I got it now.
Yep.
Yes.
See, it took me a while as a kid going, what the fuck? How am I spelling it? Constantinople? Like, what?
I'm an old man. It took me a minute.
Right.
But
Like, what am I spelling wrong? I don't get it. And then he's like, oh. And then I was like, and it took me a long minute. And then finally I was like, there's words I want to call you right now, Dad. And if I
You
do,
were
I'm
my
going
dad.
to be in so much trouble. So
Right.
Son of a bitch.
If you were my dad, I'd call you these names.
yeah.
Well, so he sounds like he had a sense of humor.
Oh, he had a great sense of humor.
Yeah, that's fun.
It was one of those
hence the
like,
animals.
can I do this? I don't know. Can you?
Sure.
May I do this?
My
I
dad
hate
was
that one.
the animal one. My mom hated it. She hated it. So, but she just put up with it. When he went through his whims. But I don't think he asked.
But
he just would
If
come
you
home with
lived
them.
on a farm, you already had what,
No.
like goats?
No.
Oh,
I'm
you
sorry.
didn't live on a farm.
He grew up on a farm. We lived in the city.
Oh,
He then would get these phases where I miss animals, and he'd bring home geese. Then he'd bring home ducks. He'd bring home, rabbits.
whatever.
And
Something fun.
yeah, I mean, it didn't go to your extent by any means, but this is how I was introduced to our rabbits. I don't remember if we each got one, but me and my brother got one, and we had bunk beds. We woke up in the morning one morning, and I remember noticing, our door's shut. That's odd. We never shut our door. Didn't think much of it. And then as we're getting up, all over our wood floor were all these raisins. And we're like, what's all the raisins doing around? Well, they weren't raisins. They were rabbit turds. My parents just let these rabbits in our room, shut the door so we could wake up to rabbits, but they were hiding.
Of course.
But-
and you found these weird little pellet things.
I just
all
feel all
over
these
it,
pellets
thought they
around,
were
and then-
raisins.
And then as we woke up, it came up. And then we had rabbits that time.
Nice.
Wow. Your dad gets weirder by the.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
I knew your dad was weird, but
No, he was weird.
nice.
But my dad named my cat Bagheera after the Jungle Book Disney movie.
Black cat.
Yep.
Bagheera.
Yeah, that was my cat.
We had a Bagheera. Right
Oh, did
now,
ya?
all of our cats are candy.
What?
Or sweets. We have Eclair. We have Tootsie for Tootsie Roll. We have
It's like you named all of them candy?
George
Yeah.
Foreman.
Grills. How are you doing?
Oh, okay, that's cute.
No, we have Munchie because his parent smokes pot, so he gets the munchies. So we call him Munchie
Makes sense.
because why not? We have Bear for Gummy Bear. and we have
Somebody enjoys edibles. Okay.
Right, the
and
theme
then we have
here.
Coco.
Oh, that's a that's
Yeah, Coco, and Coco's quite the what the fuck.
a,
She's cute.
a little
She's
got a
very
little energy.
needy and very like she goes on her little tangent things. Hey, Coco, how you
Yeah.
doing? I have Eclair and Tootsie, and yes, Eclair is exactly how it sounds, pretentious and snotty.
Cat. That's why I love cats, because they're all different personalities.
Oh yeah,
They
they're
are.
very like my daughter came into my room last night, or I'd say last night, but it was 3 o'clock in the morning, broke up with her boyfriend, and she's like crying. And my mama cat Tootsie was immediately up on the bed and in her face, like, what's wrong? I'm here. The other cats are like, the fuck? Get away. It's like everyone has a purpose in our house. Some are for
Aw.
entertainment and some are for like, what the fuck? And then there's the love.
Well, I have a cat who I could pretty much set a clock to it, who by between 3:30 and 4 o'clock is going to be laying on my chest at some point, waking me up. So
Aw.
every single morning. Like, really? You got like an hour before the clock goes off. Yeah.
Oh no, I've thrown my cat for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm that person. I know they're gonna be resilient, they'll land on their feet.
Yeah.
They got 9 lives.
Right.
You're gonna learn real fast. Don't do that to me.
Yeah. You would think they would.
My bladder does it enough, right? Y'all gotta wait like 5:55. I'm like, I had 5 more minutes. Why?
Isn't that the worst?
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I got
10
5
minutes. more
minutes. Come
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
assholes.
Assholes. So funny. But I do want to go back to your daughter's art, because she's got a Instagram page herself with her sketches.
Bloody Toast.
Bloody Toast.
Don't know where that came from, but she calls herself Bloody Toast.
Oh, okay.
She
no story.
is extremely talented. Like, I mean, every parent says that about their kids, but she actually is extremely talented. She's got such an eye and an imagination, because the stuff that she comes up with, and she comes and brings it to me, I'm like, where'd you get this from? She's like, my head. I'm like, well, that's where you and I differ.
Yeah.
I need a focal point and then I can draw it. But if I don't have a focal point, nothing's gonna come out the way I want.
Okay.
So yeah, she's quite the talent. She's at community college trying to get a lot of her basics done and continue working on her portfolio. Her dream school, and the only school she's applied to, is CalArts.
Good for her.
Walt Disney School. And I'm like, great, good thing your dad's paying for it, because I don't know. And if I have to, you know what that means? You're all going to sign up for grants and scholarships and a federal loan, because nope.
Community college.
So there you go. He is good for something.
Yeah. $72,000 a year. Hell yeah.
Wow.
There you go. You have that to look forward to.
Oh, wait, take that back. That's a semester. Sorry, not per year.
No, okay. There you go. That's crazy, but
it's insane.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. I don't know why they have to pay. Like, are you paying for all their supplies?
No.
All their art? No, because as far as I know, in the last few years, I've had to buy all the art supplies for her, all the everything. It's just teachers in the school. So
because they can.
Because they can. That's exactly it. Did you know? I don't know if when you guys applied, did they tell you the percentage rate of acceptance?
I never applied for any actual colleges, but I have heard that. And
I've heard that.
That was something new, because I did apply. I didn't get the whole, hey, only 27% people apply, get accepted.
Yeah.
She did that, and she was like, Mom, just so you know, I'm probably not going to get in. Only 27% people get accepted. I'm like, how do you know that? Oh, it's on the website. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they just tell you that.
Tell you right away.
Tell you right now, do you really want to apply? Only 27% of the people get apply, you know. Wow. I'm like, who's
But I would think that school gets a lot of applicants. Just anybody with any sort of dream or any sort of
that gets crushed immediately.
Yeah. Back to your point, every parent says, boy, you're an amazing drawer. And then
You're great.
they walk out of the room and they're like, that sucked.
Yeah. And then, and that's what I mean. I'm like, my daughter actually is a phenomenal artist. It's
and I
not
can verify her page is everything I've watched. And I was going to ask you, where did she get the inspiration for that? Is she just recreating something? But obviously not.
She gets a lot of it out of her head. Some of it is like the last thing I think I posted was her Da Vinci painting and sketching, and it was something they had to do and learn from, and then do what do you call it? I call it cube drawing, but where they graft it.
Sure.
You put it in squares, and so you each square is a certain way. So that was her introduction to learning how to draw that way. And I said, that's kind of like how I like to draw, because you can't fuck up.
Oh no, you can still fuck up. I could. Yeah.
Well, you can, but I mean, it makes it less difficult,
less fuck upable.
Yes. But yeah, so we have our own. I've always been a pusher of the arts.
Sure.
Always have been. I think I always will be. Her twin brother is not much for the painting of it, but he has been working with his friends doing rap.
All right.
It's not my kind of thing, but I am always like, go for it. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Make it fun. And he's like, right now it's just for fun, but who knows? I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
You so get an M&M, who knows?
That's awesome. Yeah. And his correct me if I'm wrong, his page of fun is not showing his face and just having his hood up on his pictures.
Always. The kid will never show his face. And I'm like, why? You're so good looking.
Yeah. What
the fuck? He's like, Mom, I don't need people knowing who I am.
Okay.
Because, if he does something that's not necessarily legal, you can't put his face on it. So
that's
can't
true.
Prove that it's him.
Isn't everything? Well,
that's true.
Not everything's legal in California, but
not everything.
No,
a lot of it.
Hey, so this will be fun. So on his 18th birthday, we all went out to dinner because the twins, they turned 18
on the same day.
Yeah, imagine that. There are twins that are born on different days.
That's true. Believe me, if I had
they were actually born on the same day, so yay me. So we went to dinner and I was like, so what are you guys gonna get for your birthdays? I gave them money because I don't know at this point what to get them. And my twin boy goes, I'm gonna go get a medicinal card. Is that okay? Sure. So you smoke pot? Maybe. Like, dude, at 18, and I've known since you were about 15.
Give your mom a little credit.
I'm like, it's not mine, it's my friend's. I use that one too.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not mine. I don't know where that came from. I must have been so-and-so's.
But he he thinks he's so smart. All those kids,
they always do.
They always do.
And it's funny because now he's like, dude, I totally. But now he teaches me because pot isn't what it was when we grew up.
Right.
There's so many strains and how you do it. There's waxes. What the fuck? Yeah.
Okay.
Dabs versus joints versus this kind of stevia. I don't know.
Sativa.
That's the one. Yeah, I'm not all that knowledgeable, but he tells me all the different things, and like this one's gonna make you pass out. Don't drink that one. Don't smoke. See, I'm about drinking. Don't smoke that one unless you want to go to sleep. I'm like, good to know.
Yeah, I'm all about drinking too.
I drink it better. It's a personal thing, but whatever.
It is. Yeah, it's a personal choice.
I'm not against any of it. I mean, do what you got to do.
Absolutely not. No, we're actually in the sponsor.
He's like, as we're talking, hey,
we got spot. Yeah, we have we're working a sponsorship with it. So
which one?
With gummies.
Oh, nice.
We did an ad read for him. Doesn't matter. Galaxy Treats. gluten-free.com, and they're probably out of California.
Look
actually,
at free press for him. Look
we
at
are
you.
giving them free. They
Jesus Christ.
All right, look
cost
at
you
that.
nothing. But hey, tell your son, Galaxy Treats. He had.
See,
Tell
you
your
know what
son.
though? He doesn't like gummies. Do you know why he doesn't like gummies?
Why?
He says they're harder to regulate when you eat them because you don't know how hard it will hit you or how fast or how much.
1000%.
Smoking it, you know.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
That's so funny because he just told me that 2 days ago.
Yeah.
When these arrived, he just said the same thing, exact same thing.
That came from an 18-year-old
Yeah.
that never smoked before.
He's so smart about it. Good for
I know,
him.
right?
Are they teaching that in high school now?
You would think so.
Yeah. Well, they should. They probably should, because you're right. Marijuana is not what it used to be. And Jesus
Absolutely
Christ, some of these edibles.
Not at all. And it's not, there's not as much. I mean, there's still going to be a stigma with it, but there's not as much of a stigma with it.
Right.
Wow.
So I think it's starting to like break free from the, I mean, how can you get so upset? Like prohibition, alcohol was evil and they took it all away.
Right. Yeah.
But then now look at us now.
Same
So
thing, yeah.
it's going to be the same thing.
100%. Yeah.
Mushrooms are now becoming illegal, and
Really?
they're being used for antipsychotic episodes, which I'm like,
I
I don't know about you, but the mushrooms I did back then might have induced such things. But
Yeah.
what do I know?
Yeah, I just had a rough one recently. So just not that long ago, did some camping and probably overconsumed a little bit. And
Yeah. I
So-
mean, and I always tell my kids, because, you know, I'm that person. I'm like, you know, if you're going to do it, great. But make sure you're with people you trust.
Yep.
You're in a good headspace.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, you're up for a really bad fucking trip.
Yeah.
Why are we talking drugs? Why am I doing that?
And always just wait it out, right? I mean, how many people fucking call 911 because they're freaking out? I've heard so many stories of like,
That happens.
I'm freaking out, I'm dying. You just gotta wait it out.
You gotta just
That
breathe through
happens.
it and let it go.
Yeah.
Let it
Anyways,
go.
Well,
Look, we're back to Disney. Let it go.
perfect.
Well, we have to change the subject a little bit, because I don't want to deal
No.
with Victoria Fuller's wrath if we don't talk about Rogue Bunnies
Oh!
a little bit.
Yes. Don't do it. You'll be in
She-
so much trouble.
I know she'd be. Yeah, I hear that we get brought up in some of the meetings about, you guys should go on their episode or their show. So I don't want to anger her.
We need to, yes.
No, I love Victoria. I love the Rogue Bunnies. The whole thing is, I mean, yes, it's a great thing that we're doing. I'm still learning because NFTs are still kind of like, what?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm still learning, and I think it's something that I will struggle with, but I get the concept.
And you have a
But-
great teacher in Victoria. She's
She's amazing.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Amazing. I wish my brain still held on to things. But the camaraderie that's come out of it, the being able to be back with a bunch of these girls that, we haven't been able to hang out again and be a part of something together, with Playboy, basically shutting down. I mean, there's no magazines. I think even the digital copies are like no longer. I mean, it's kind of a sad, it's gone. Hef is gone on that sense. It's kind of nice that we are bringing it back, but in our own way. And Victoria's vision on this was just incredible. And it's so nice to be a part of it. And I'm really excited to see what comes next. And the whole like games we get to play with the people that own NFTs of ours. And those game nights are okay. I actually like the game nights because those are fun. And we get to have a good time. And, there's people that are involved that, don't usually get to do things like that. We don't have glamour cons anymore where you should sign and be able to be part with people that come and see us. The Hollywood show was great. I mean, to be able to be a part of that with the Rogue Bunnies. It's been like like a reunion. I mean, it's just so nice, and it's just a great way for us to kind of reinvent what we are.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping it alive. It is a dying
It is
media, it seems like, yeah.
I mean, I'm probably gonna get a little bit of backlash from this, and it's okay. But I've always been the person that felt, yes, I get everybody gets a trophy. Don't want to leave a kid behind. But when you work so hard to be a Victoria's Secret model, or to be a Playboy playmate, or, whatever it is, you have to discipline yourself and work hard and be, these kinds of things. And then they give it to a guy.
Yeah.
Because we're all inclusive now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I get it. But no.
No, I don't get it.
No.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
It's at that point, it's like you're no longer a Playboy playmate. You are a Playgirl playmate.
Yeah,
Because
right.
Playgirl is for boys. Or I get you don't.
They did make
yourself as
they
that.
did make Playgirls. I mean, that was a magazine. That
Oh, yeah.
was
Yeah,
that
they
was-
do. And they have the little whatever. Anyway, I think that once things started changing in that direction, Playboy was there was a audience. They lost the complete audience.
Mhm.
And that's why it crashed. You took something that was specific for certain people,
exclusive.
and it's exclusive. It's 35,000 girls a year applied.
Jesus Christ.
12 are chosen.
Wow.
And you give
Yeah.
it to him. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he was a cute dude. But you give it to a dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I can honestly say, other than the dude that got it, I couldn't tell you what Playboy is up to anymore. I don't pay any attention.
No, I mean, there was I don't even know. I stopped basically pretty much from the moment Hef passed away.
Sure.
I stopped watching because it just went downhill. It just totally became everything he didn't want it to be.
Yeah. And he was very open with the sexual revolution, and he was
Oh,
open to
yeah.
all that. And to your point, I still think
He was all for it, but it would have been like, let's make them this special, not the centerfold, because centerfolds are centerfolds, but make them the
right.
extra person, the celebrity, the news story of the side, whatever it was. He would never have taken away that playmate centerfold.
It's a good point.
That was his legacy. And so it's nice that now we have all of us that were part of that legacy, and now we're together, and now we're like building this new empire of sorts. And it's great. I think it's wonderful. I think Victoria found something that is an absolute gem.
Agreed. She took it to the next level, and it's still that exclusive group.
Yeah.
And
yes, it is.
Back to your point, there aren't going to be any more. 12 a year for how many years?
12 a year, and then
No more.
they literally stopped. I think at when did he pass? 2015, right? 2015.
So not too longer after that. So
That's it.
And you
That
guys
was pretty much it.
You guys just got featured in Crypto Magazine. I think it just came out.
I know. I'm really excited with Kevin Hart was on the cover, I believe.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited to see where that's going to lead and be a part
I am
of.
too, because I got to believe that'll make my cards go up in value.
Yeah. There's not a lot of mine out there. I'm like, are people holding on to them?
I love your card, the one with the kind of crop top.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorites. I do love that card.
Do you have it?
I have the commons of all of the like the bikini and the sexy. I have all those commons.
Okay.
Like everything else, I was just like, okay, I'll just pass that bet. But I wanted to keep like all of just the basic cards just to have them all.
That's awesome.
I think I'm 2 cards short of the full set. So yeah.
That's all right. Is mine missing?
No, I have both of yours.
It brings back.
It's the crop.
Yeah, the crop that says Rogue on it or something.
Yep, it says Rogue, and then the bikini that almost matches my skin.
Yes. Yes.
Boom. It
Yeah.
kind of and I think for people, it brings back to their childhood of collecting cards. It
Right,
brings,
absolutely.
Yes.
baseball cards
So
for
it's
adults.
exactly. It's the little boys that collected the little baseball
Yeah.
cards are now collecting funner cards.
They are much more fun.
They are
And
fun.
whoever, I can never remember the name of the artist, and I apologize for that. But whoever she picked to do the art, Dutch, is that okay?
Dutch. Oh, no, okay, so here's a little something. So me and my daughter and my older boy, we watched Skin Wars. I don't know if you ever watched Skin Wars on I think it was
Tattoo
on
show?
FX. Yep. It was
Okay.
one of those game oh God, what I'm trying to think of something that would, you know how there's 12 artists and it gets ground down to 3.
Sure.
So it's one of those,
Ink
but if
Master.
they were called like Ink Master.
Sure.
So there's Skin Wars and they're body paint artists. And they had to do all the body painting. So Dutch literally, I think, was stripped of. He should have won. He was amazing.
I'm gonna have to
watch
find
all
this.
of this. He was season 1.
Okay.
Find Skin Wars. Rebecca Romaine is the host.
Oh, okay.
Hostess with the most.
She had her body painted a few times for movies.
Yep. She's one. RuPaul is one of the judges, and then 2 artists that are also body painting artists. So they're the more of the.
Okay.
But excellent. So that's where, I mean, that's not where he started because he'd been doing it for years already anyway. But that's where I was like, oh, I got introduced, and it was just watching his artwork is just amazing and incredible that she got him to do and be part of what we are. Really incredible.
Yeah, that is awesome. And for anybody who hasn't been involved or gone and seen them yet, like the common cards are the digital art is pretty basic, and as the cards get more and more, the artwork just gets more and more. And they're really nice to look at.
Yeah, it really does. I haven't yet to see. I don't know where my rare is. I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Your eye out. I don't know where it is. It may be in the vault, and you have to wait another year until they re-release it. But I haven't seen it.
And they're making it fun by doing things like that,
right? Collecting on certain levels. There's like the common, the uncommon, the rare, and then the
epic or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it's called. I'm like, oh shit, I don't even remember.
Yeah, they get epic, and then there might even be like a legendary or something.
Right.
Legendary. Okay, but I think the legendaries were gold.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't.
No, but hey, go find out, people.
Yeah, and
there you go.
The other really cool thing I love about Rogue Bunnies is the fact that there's actually a marketplace to buy and sell these things, because I got involved in some NFTs for like a comedy thing.
Oh, cool.
And I own them, but there's nowhere to now. I don't know what I can do with them. There's nothing. And I do like that you were able to pretty quickly, like, I need this card. You could collect them and sell. It was nice that there was a marketplace right away for them.
That made it made it way too easy to buy them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way they've marketed it, the way they've made it so you can go out and buy them, even sell them back, has been such an easy transition and like almost flaw proof. I mean, unless your computer crashes or your internet's done, it's pretty foolproof. And I'll go on the marketplace just to see where things are at. Like, it's interesting. One day you'll see something for $1.20.
Yep.
Go check it again a week later. It's $3.75.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why did it go up so much?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to see how everything kind of flows, ebbs and flows, as they say.
Absolutely.
And they make it so that dummies like myself could go do it without anybody. So if anybody's worried about, I don't know what I'm doing, it's not that hard to get in.
It really is. It's really
the best part.
difficult to do. And if you can do Amazon, you can do this. And we all know
very
we all
true.
can do Amazon
That's
way
very
too
true.
well.
That's true. Yes.
So do you play poker on the poker nights?
I try to make it. I usually can get there. Like the last game they had, I had to work, so I was late, but I logged in, so I was there as a silent. So it would play my cards, but I
Yep.
would just keep
Mm.
holding until I finally get home. And I got home way later than I thought, and I'm like, oh no, I'm probably done. I got on. I think I had like $500 left. I'm like, woohoo, let's go. 3 plays later, I'm like, bye. Well, that was fun.
Should have let the computer keep playing for you.
And Angela Boris was the one that kicked me off. Damn it.
Oh.
If it wasn't, I'm glad it was her, because I can't be mad because I love her. But it was so funny because I was
I'm gonna express to you how badly we want her on the podcast, and maybe
Angela.
you guys are 90210 buddies, right?
I love her.
She was a 90210 girl too.
Was she?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. We'll have to see. She's she hasn't done your guys' show yet.
No. Nope.
That's our sad promotion pusher.
Yeah.
Cry out.
That you're trying to be like, hey.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey.
I've contacted Victoria a couple times and said, "Hey, could you help us with this girl?" And she's been more than helpful.
Oh, now you're putting the guilt on her. Look at that. Jeez.
So if I don't, then I'm not.
Then you're never invited back.
I had no part of that. No part of that.
That's okay.
Are you
Fine.
kidding me? You've snogged Luke Perry. You're invited back whenever you
I
want.
did. I will never forget the moment either. Right.
Jealous.
I wouldn't either. And I was re-listening to our first episode with you, and I remembered the Luke Perry story. I didn't remember the word snogging, so I had to write it down.
And it's funny because I have friends in England, and they're just like, it's snogging. I'm like, what the fuck is snogging? And then of course Harry Potter, and they were snogging. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my god, kissing is snogging. Okay. So
all
then,
right.
Now, hey, I'm snogging.
You're before your time.
I thought you just made the word up, to be quite honest.
It's snogging is actually means like you're kissing. That was like the thing. Harry Potter even confirmed it.
Wow.
Well, then you know it's true.
Must be.
Harry. Oh,
Harry. All right.
Somebody
So now we're gonna be real quick. Who was kind of disappointed that Hermione and Harry did not end up together?
If I ever watched the movies, I would have an opinion, but I've never seen.
You
any of
never
them.
watched?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I kind of do. I do.
Okay.
I just know
Now
because
I feel like such a dork. Wait, wait. Lord of the Rings? Oh my god. Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's one. What?
Over the
Okay,
top.
I'm gonna find one. Indiana Jones?
If you say Quentin Tarantino, you're good.
That's not a
Oh, I love Quentin Tarantino,
series,
but that's
but
so
I don't-
easy. Like Kill Bill?
Quentin Tarantino isn't a series. Tell Quentin Tarantino that.
well,
Kill Bill.
You know.
hell
there's a-
yeah.
That's 1, 2, and 3. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
So I will tell you this.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, for some reason, I'll rephrase that. I watched the 2 Lord of the Rings, first 2. I couldn't. I slept through them all, but I was also that was when I had my vasectomy. So
You're on
think it was-
medication.
I think it was
Maybe
bad
you should
timing.
Try doing it again.
Funny story. My funny part is I never got into Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, so I don't know anything, but I do know what you're talking about. And yes, I understand why you're upset. Why wouldn't they put those 2 together?
Right.
So I get what you're saying. I just didn't watch the series to give an opinion is what I was going with. Now, in the meantime, in the last probably 2 months, I now have bought all 3 Lord of the Rings, and I own all the Harry Potters. I just haven't watched them yet because I should watch
so
these.
proud. Okay, so I've watched all of the Lord of the Rings. I
Yep.
own the extended versions. This is how much of a dork I am.
Perfect.
Own all the extended cuts, everything. I own The Hobbit. Again, extended cuts. Such. I am such a fucking dork. I own all of the Star Wars.
Heck yeah. I got all Star Wars.
All the
The
Harry
original, the
Potter.
originals before George Lucas.
Hell yeah, 1,
fucked
2,
them up.
3.
No, I mean like before he redid them and added the bullshit.
Oh no, I have all of them.
Yes.
I actually have them on VHS.
Yes, that a girl.
Jesus.
I'm not
Christ.
sure they will play right now because I think one of the kids pulled it and broke it at one point, but I own them all. I do have them all on VHS. But yes, no, I think that's where I kind of dork out a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. You may be a dork, but you're still a playmate. So I think they
Heck yeah. You can do whatever you want.
It X's out my dorkness.
1,000%. Yeah.
I love my Disney. I have a little tiny cat, little onesie, and I wear they like make fun of me. I'm like, whatever.
Wait, that is cool though. Onesies are awesome.
Aren't they?
I don't care what anybody says.
We have one that has little dragon wings and they're like this big, but it's the cutest thing and it has a tail. I love
Nice.
it. We're such retardedness there. I love it.
I
I love
do
that my
too.
kids can be like, whatever.
See, when you're done, you'll be like, see, I'm still hip. I got it.
I got
These
it.
guys are with me. They're into me.
Right. I told my son, I go, so one of these days I'm gonna smoke pot with you. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, are you embarrassed by that? He's like, no, but my friends are gonna think that's the funniest thing ever. I'm like,
Exactly.
oh, cool.
Exactly.
Just don't videotape me, okay? Oh,
So other than the
Yes.
the Bambi poster, what do you want for Christmas?
I want for Christmas. Oh, what do
Two
I want?
front teeth. Two
I know,
front
right?
teeth.
Okay, if I was gonna be like actually saying what I would like for Christmas, I would love a wine fridge. I actually don't have
Oh.
one.
There you go.
I
So-
am surprised. Yeah.
I know, right? I am that person that will stick my wine in the freezer for whatever amount of time. Because it bothers
Get
me
home in the freezer real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I will tell you now what bothers me more than anything when someone goes, "Oh, it's supposed to be served at room temperature." Yes, in the winter in Ohio, not at July in Hawaii on top of the fucking freezer. On top of it, not in it, on top of it.
You
Then it's
want me
like
to serve this
89
wine?
degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have issues. People don't understand. Oh, but it's room temperature. Yes, not 77 degrees.
Yeah, and I mean,
Room temperature. Yes, there's a.
I'm not.
There
there's
is
a
a
number
room
for the room temperature.
but it's supposed to be on the average. Okay, the
Yeah, yeah.
average room temperature in the entire world is like 64 point something degrees.
Okay.
Okay.
That is what red wine is supposed to be served at.
Oh, all right. I thought it was 40, but I don't know that for a fact.
No, white. You're on white.
Oh, maybe.
White
Yeah,
wine is served.
Yeah, I've
I'm
always.
I'm not a snob as much as you are.
I know.
see-
I'm rude. I'm
I'm
almost
just-
rude.
I'm just used to the wine bars and stuff, and when you go to the wine bars, like,
Is there a bowl for Jenna? Just make sure there's a bowl for Jenna. As long as there's a bowl for Jenna, then you're good. Sorry.
that's all right.
I wish I was. I wish I knew more.
When you go to the wine bars, the red wine fridges are always set between 55 and 65. So
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That like the warmest you want to serve it is like 64.8, I think it is.
sure.
I'm rude.
You
Sorry.
got it. Or, no.
But anyway,
So you need a
don't
wine
serve
fridge.
that red wine over that temperature, but you go, oh, it's the room temperature. Okay, it's 88 degrees outside. I don't want my wine at 88 degrees.
It's boiling. It's boiling a little bit.
yeah.
That's not right.
You've already cooked the alcohol off.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
no longer fun.
You know.
Why are we drinking this again? And then white wine. Don't even get me started. These people, holy shits. Anyway,
But you prefer red over white?
I do prefer red over white. If I'm gonna have a white, it's a Sauvignon Blanc because I want it tart and crisp and light.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I
know-
don't want.
You know what? Can we let's do this in the future? Can we bring you back and do an episode where we do like a wine flight and go through and just talk wines and
That would be so much fun. Except I'm not gonna do Chardonnays because unless it's a French Chardonnay, because then they do it in steel barrels and not oak barrels.
Jesus.
See, you can
I know.
love this.
Sorry.
No, this is what I
love
want.
it.
This is what I want to do with this. You pick the wines. We'll
Okay.
find them, we'll buy them, and then we'll go through and
Oh
hell
my
yeah.
And you can
God,
tell us
that'd be
about them.
so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we are cocktails with this.
We want to talk about cocktails all night long. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I will be your wine 2 person.
I
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh, how much fun would that be?
It'll be fun. And we'll be, by the end of it, we'll be telling stories that we probably shouldn't have told. So we'll get the real truth on Luke Perry.
Let's do it. Oh, so are we doing bottles? So maybe only like 4 or 5, right? We're gonna do like 4 or 5. Now, mind you, it's just me, and you got 2 of you drinking.
No, we'll do, we'll
Bring a
figure it
friend.
out. We'll
Bring a
figure it
friend.
out. There
Maybe
you
I'll
go.
bring Angela
There
or
you-
Angel.
There you go. I like it.
Well, we're gonna make. Actually, you know who I can bring because she loves wine too.
Yeah.
Tina.
Tina, what you can, but Tina won't do it. We love Tina, but she doesn't want to.
But maybe she'll do a wine thing.
If I say, "Hey, we're gonna do a little wine thing,"
We would
and
we would
do a
be
wine flight.
we'd be so
she might
giddy.
All
Yeah.
prep.
She's
Wine
so
flight. You set it up. Tell her it's your rules, and we're just here to learn
yes, and
and drink.
Tina is so incredibly sweet to us and promotes the crap out of this thing. So we love Tina. She's so sweet.
Sorry, my kids are like, one wants to eat all the food that's left, and the other one's like, dude, I haven't eaten yet. I'm still being picked up from school.
We've kept you so long.
We have.
No, I love it. I think
We
it's
just have
funny.
a
I'm
blast.
watching. This is how it goes. Okay, ready? I love this. Okay, Jenna, you eating? And then brother, I'm picking her up from school. I just got out of class. I put a bowl in the microwave for her. What you make? Oh, I'm gonna eat the rest then. What? Wait, make, not mail. What did I make? Pasta. Cool. Mikey, good pasta. It was good pasta. It is good pasta. I've been sitting here going like this every now and then. Oh,
Yeah, it's all right.
I love your impression of your son, by the way.
Yeah.
it's funny. He's the only one. I remember when his voice dropped. Oh my god! Funniest fucking thing because my older boy is 5'10". Baby boy is 6'4".
Okay.
So there was that point where, and he's like, "At what point is it really sad that you get your little brother's hand-me-downs?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I get all Taylor's hand-me-downs. Thank God he has good taste."
True.
I'm like, the kid really does. I mean, he wants supreme everything.
Sure.
Like the fuck, and Nike Airs and Nike
But he won't show his face.
No, because then Mystery is all gone.
Yeah,
I like
there
it.
you go. The man
Gotta be like this.
Man of mystery.
I like it. Keep
Well, just
everybody
Man of
guessing.
Mystery.
It's just funny. I'm like, oh, wait. I just
Wait, where'd he
the,
go?
The first couple, I'm like, well, it's a coincidence that he just was. No, it's every
Yeah,
picture.
no.
He's. So anyways,
he will never show his face.
okay.
I've been on because I'm the trolling mom, and I've trolled his page numerous times. I'm like, hey, and it's like, why aren't you showing your face? I like text. Why? Oh, that'd be cool. Like mystery. I'm like, in other words, you're doing shady shit and you don't want to be caught.
That's right.
Now we get it.
Yep.
We should try half an episode where we're being mysterious, and we'll close it. I don't know. All right. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I almost spit out. That's not like me.
No, not good wine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
hell no.
Right.
I love the
That was
plan.
good wine.
We would love to have the
we
wine.
We will need to do a flight. That is going to be great. Okay, so that's like my challenge. So we're going to look at like the new year because it's going to take me a minute to get it.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
we'll do it like the new year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it some thought. We will,
because I'm going to have to come up with them. Then you got to go find them yourself.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
and we'll get them if we have to order them. We'll order them. We'll
The show.
within reason. I mean,
This show's got a huge budget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do I.
Yeah. Or we'll just you'll see a label with a Sharpie cross out and write out whatever you said to be.
It'll all be
This is
barefoot
supposed to
wine.
be this.
Cupcake cross
Don't
out.
worry, I'm not going to put on Opus One or anything like that.
Okay. No. What?
I don't even know what that is,
100
but I know I can't afford it.
We
Yeah,
trust
it's
you.
$190 minimum a bottle.
No.
Better be good.
I bought one bottle of wine that was $123 once.
What did you get?
Well, it was at Michael Jordan's restaurant in Chicago, and it
Oh.
was his bottle of wine for $123. And so I was there and I said, I
Was
gotta
it
have
worth it though?
It was his foot sweat with red food coloring.
Yum.
I think
still-
that probably might have been better than the wine, right?
Yeah, it would have been. I don't remember. We were drunk when we got there because and it was
Explains why you got the wine.
why I said yes.
That's
it's like,
hilarious.
Give me it. Yep, bring it. Well, then at the end of the night, he's cleaning up, and I'm like, no, $120. I'm keeping that bottle, so I still have it sitting over there. Actually,
You still have the wine?
it's an empty bottle.
Oh,
But
I'm like,
yeah.
I got all excited for a minute.
So she's like,
How can I drink that?
send that to me. And
How do I
send
get a piece of that?
Send me that bottle and I'll rate it for you.
Right?
Empty
Oh,
bottle.
well.
Anyways, that's my big. I'll never do it again unless I'm drunk going into his restaurant. I'll
You'll
probably
do-
do it
I
again.
had a bottle of
do it
Opus
again.
One sent to me one year for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Just by anonymous?
No, it was a friend of
Okay.
mine that I had grown up with high school, but in elementary school. But he was like, "Hey, you only turn 50 once. Here you go." And I'm like,
Aw.
Nice.
And-
"Please
Was
don't
it-
show up on my door." No, but thanks.
So, and we'll let you go. But
Okay.
Miss Wine, when you had that $100 bottle of wine, was it worth it? I mean,
The
is it
$190 bottle of wine was
Oh my
100%
God.
worth it.
Yeah.
that much better?
When I was in Napa and I went with my ex-husband and his parents, it was an all-adult trip. We all went, and amazing. Like, we got to eat at the French Laundry, and we got to go and do these private tours of these wineries, and it was wonderful. We actually got to do a private winery
Mm.
tour at Opus One. Now, Opus One, the main reason it's expensive is they do one bottle of wine every year.
Wait, what?
One out of their entire vineyard, one bottle, where like Mondavi does like 6 different types. They do a Cab, a Merlot, a Pinot, they do a lot.
Yeah.
Where Opus One is one bottle per year. And that's it. Hence why it's so expensive, and there's only one, and there's this and that, whatever. But there's so many different variants. So, like, let's say you got the 2019 version of Opus One. The 2017 will taste completely different because of the different rain or drought or whatever it may be that happened that year. There might have been fires down the road that gave a different smokiness to, like, there's so many things that change. So even if you think, oh, I've already had that one, no, you didn't. You had that year. Try this year, because this year is going to be different because there's this and this is why they keep running, and that's why they can charge $150 to $190 to $200, whatever it is, a bottle.
Sure. Okay.
Good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. But
It was really exciting to be in their little
absolutely.
Yeah.
But honestly, one of my favorite wines you can literally only get at the vineyard, because it's a very small vineyard, is Visa Tui.
Okay.
Visa Tui wines are Italian wines, obviously from the name. It's Italian vines taken from Italy and brought here, and they put in the ground here, and then they grow them.
Ooh.
So it's not full Italian wine because they can't claim it, because it is not grown in Italy.
Sure.
But amazing wine. very affordable for the most part. I mean, they're not barefoot. You're not paying $12 a bottle. You're gonna pay about $25 a bottle.
Sure.
But comparatively to very high-end wines, it is extremely affordable and very tasty.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. I was
But
just gonna ask you, what's your inexpensive recommendation if you just have to have wine, and it sounds like that's the one.
That one, or the first one I was mentioning earlier was the Petit Petit by Michael David Winery.
Yeah.
Absolutely a great wine, easy. Almost everybody I know that you bring it to a wine party, you go to a party, you got to bring a bottle of whatever.
Yeah.
Always a hit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote that down. I'm gonna look it up.
Cool.
Good. It has a carnival on the label.
I've seen that.
I think we've seen that.
There's Freak Show, which is their cab.
Is there a conundrum?
Yeah.
We got that when we
there
went.
is.
Yeah.
We stopped at the
That's
cheese
the Cheese
place.
Castle.
We actually bought some of that wine.
The Cheese Castle.
See? Michael David Wineries, I'm telling you, I love it. They have that you can only buy on their site is Ink Blot. Ink Blot is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. It's
And
like
we can
I have one bottle right now. I'm waiting for the next shipment to come in before I open that one to make sure I get one.
Perfect. And
All
Wisconsin is a state that we can get wine shipped to us.
We can, yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
I was in Hawaii. Do you know nothing was shipped? They said, sorry, you live in a state we can't do that too.
Oh. But that's I mean,
you make friends with people who own liquor stores.
there you go. There you
That
go.
shit shipped.
You know what you're doing.
I was gonna say,
Yes, I do.
Not your first rodeo.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. How do I get around this?
Yeah.
Boom.
That's how you do it.
All
Does
right.
that
Well,
make me an alcoholic?
maybe.
No. Makes you smart.
Makes me a very smart person to know how
An
to
intuition.
Savvy.
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 Oh, I like that word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Savvy.
Getting things done.
Savvy and sexy.
I love it.
I'm just saying.
Change that
Very
Instagram.
cool.
Change that
Thank you.
Instagram caption right now. Savvy and sexy.
There it
That
is.
means sexy. I'm gonna post it right now with my wine.
Boom.
I'm savvy and sexy.
There you go.
I know it.
All right. Well, we got to get this wine thing set up. I'll get in
Yes, we
contact
do.
with you.
Yes.
Please do.
We'll get something
Please
planned.
do. It's been wonderful. Rogue Bunnies.
Yes. Thank
Love
you
my
so
sister.
much, Donna. We love you.
Very excited. Thank you guys for having me again. That was awesome.
Oh, absolutely. It was so much fun catching up and just talk.
It was gluten-free and all. I will send you more recipes. I will figure out some wine stuff and we're going to do a fabulous wine flight. And I will see you guys next time.
All
so
right.
excited.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much again.
You guys too.
All right.
Love you both.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. That was a great idea. I love it.
It was.
Thank you. I have
Love
good
it.
ideas once in a while.
I'm gonna
Okay,
give
bye.
you credit for that. I'll give you that credit.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, get your asses out of here.